Never creepy.
Not at all.
All right. Hello for anyone who decides to watch this on YouTube when we finally upload it. We are back with another one shot based on our Humblewood game during the 11-month period when they all have gone their separate ways. Excuse me. Shauri.
Yes.
In the past couple months, you have been too busy paying attention to your preparing for your travels to pay attention to the changes that are occurring around the Alderheart.
Okay.
Supplies have been gathered, farewells have been made, and you are ready to set out on the road.
Indeed, I am.
Still, that anxiety of learning what is happening and returning home has left a pit in your stomach. And yet you travel on. It's a relatively peaceful trip. If there's anything you'd like to do while you're on the road, let me know.
Am I passing any other towns on the way there?
Yes, you would have to go through High Rookery.
Okay. I would just like to make a very quick stop into whatever would pass for like magic general store or an armory, and I would like to see if they have any enchanted shields or magical armor, magical leather or studded armor. That's it, and that can just be something for later, or we can do that now. I don't care.
No, we can do that. Make a. I want to make that investigation check.
The investigations +2, 13.
13. Okay, I'll say you are able to find a magic store in this town. And not so much for armors because those are really expensive, but you're probably able to find a +1 shield.
Okay,
let me see
cool.
How much that tends to be.
Hopefully I have enough, because I thought I had another 1,000 gold, but I only have 1,300.
+1 shields usually cost 1,000 gold.
That's a good investment for me. I will take it. I am a defender.
Okay.
That's all I really wanted to do on the road is
Okay.
make sure I did that.
Yeah, you're able to find a +1 shield.
Okie dokie.
Let me know when you got what you needed.
I have it. I am just moving my other one into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Okay, all done. And, oh, right. 1,000 gold needs to go away.
A few days later, you find yourself at a familiar road leading to your temple. I can talk. I promise. I know how.
I understand.
The sight of those Corinthian columns embraced by ivy are a welcome sight, but not as much as the older Corvum wrapped in burgundy and orange robes, leaning mildly on a gnarled oaken staff, waiting by the door.
I would like to make this playful. I don't want him to, if he sees like my caravan or however I'm coming through, pull up, I would like to hide somewhere and use, let's see, what is it, thaumaturgy?
So
no,
you won't have a caravan or anything like that. You would have been able to get a steed, like a horse.
Oh, okay. So it's literally just me and a horse.
Yeah, it's just you. It's really just you traveling.
Okay. Then I'd like to stop just outside of the town and walk in and try and be sneaky.
Okay, as you know, the temple is a bit outside of the town itself. So you're already on the road leading towards in order to see him. But if you'd like, you can try to sneak around and see.
Okay. That is a 23.
23.
Yeah, 19 plus 4.
Okay. It's a perceptive old fuck, but I roll really shitty, so
I'm
yeah,
basically
no.
just trying to get behind a tree within like 20-ish feet of him.
It's easy. You're able to do that without issue, I'll say.
And then I would like to use minor illusion to create the sound of my voice behind him and just kind of whisper just in his ear.
Does minor illusion allow you to project it from a different location? I know thaumaturgy technically does not.
Yeah, I don't think it's thaumaturgy, but you can create a sound or image of an object within 30 feet that lasts for a minute.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah.
You do see that moment where he just kind of like flips his head to the side, and then
as he's looking, I'm going to do it again. It right behind his ear, just as he's like looking where it came from. Do it again, right behind his ear.
Okay. Another. You could just come out and we can talk.
I will. I'll do it again. But where's the fun in that, Father?
Shauri.
I'll step out. Hi, Dad.
Welcome home.
And I'll run up and give him a big ol' hug.
He happily takes a big hug.
I missed you.
I've missed you too. And from what I've learned, I understand that you might be in need of help with something. I've been informed of your arrival in a dream.
Oh, yeah. I kind of do. I wasn't sure how I was going to tell you, but
That's all
yeah.
right. Take time to get settled. We will have time to discuss it while you are here.
Thank you. I need to give him another hug.
Please come in. You must tell me all about your travels. And he leads you into the very familiar temple. You can see the iconography of the crow grasping that fiery branch all around you. Familiar sights. A couple other pages running around, but it's very quiet here as usual. And he leads you back to his little sectioned off area attached to the temple where he grew up.
Yeah. This is home. Wow, doesn't look like much changed here.
Not so much. Things have been relatively the same for quite a while.
Well, sometimes that's a good thing.
You must tell me, where have you been? What have you been doing? I've heard some interesting stories coming out of the Altar Heart as of late.
Yeah. Well, I trekked off and I went to go try and help with those fires, and I haven't I haven't actually quite gotten there yet. I got kidnapped by some bandits and then rescued. And the party that rescued me, I kind of hung with them for a little while and got to know them relatively well. They're real good people. And I think I'd like to continue working with at least some of them. But we rescued some people and have been trying to help as many people as we can, or at least I have. But in the process, I've collected a few voices, beings. I'm not entirely sure, but one of them I kind of sort of know who they are, what they are. See, but right before I got kidnapped by by the bandits, I came across a magical mansion, and it kind of took me into the past, where how do I put this? Helped a crazy lady find peace. She was also infected with this voice since she was a young child. And I pull out the notebook or her journal, and I say, this is her journal since she was a child, and I got very interested in it, and I may have read a little too deeply into it, because towards the end it gets a bit, not rambly, but mad. And whatever drawings were there, whatever mad scribblings this woman made, seemed to either create an anchor within me for this being to, her voice, to find me, or the voice was contained within. That's the big one. I don't know which is the big one. So remember when I said that we just rescued some people? We just rescued a town's guard, a perch guard from Alderheart, Sergeant Alden. We found him in a mage's tower, a very old mage's tower. And I think it belonged to a very, very powerful, very dangerous mage. And I think they have taken notice of him.
As you're telling him these stories, he listens very intently, which you're used to. He's not one to interrupt, to interject. He waits fully, gets all the information that he can. And has that very thoughtful expression. That certainly seems like something you might need help with. I can understand why you were sent here.
Maybe in over my head.
Take time to get settled. Have the day. After dinner, we will talk more. He just kind of like pats your cheek for a second before leaving the room, leaving you to your room.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I'm not in my bedroom, I'm going to go back to my bedroom. Plop on my bed and just kind of take in everything that happened and the stories that I just told Kasuf, and I guess the predicament that I'm in, but also where I am and how comforting it is to be back home.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do for the day?
Um, would I have arrived in like afternoon, mid morning, more
It's
towards the evening?
late afternoon. It's not
Okay,
quite
yeah.
evening yet, which is why he said that he'll give you time before dinner.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Um, I don't think I have anything I'd like to do today. Just pardon me. I think I'll take a walk around the cathedral. Just kind of continue on with my absorption of the comfort of home.
It
And
is a
then when,
very modest temple that you were raised in.
yeah,
Probably seemed grander when you were small, but what
now
doesn't
that
when
I've
you're a kid?
yeah, now that I've seen so many other things, and the altar heart is so big.
The Alder Heart is, you spent your whole life in this tiny little town of Branchbourne, and it is a village. And
Yeah,
compared to the bustling, never stopping city that is the enormous tree of the Alder Heart,
yes, it's very different. Very different.
very different.
Happy to be back to the quiet.
Do you walk around
And
the town as well, or are you just enjoying the temple?
well, you said it was a bit further from the village.
Yeah, it's on the outskirts. It's
Oh, okay.
a few minutes outside. It's not terribly far of a walk. It's enough that you
Then
get to experience the quiet before you reach the temple.
okay.
Almost
Yeah. I'd like to head into the town, see if anyone is around that I remember. And I just realized I never gave you any information about that. So I've got nothing.
All right, we can talk about it some other time. As of now, you do see some familiar faces, local individuals, towns, keeps, uh, you know, different individuals that you've known through your childhood, and have known you as the why did that word just leave my head? Because it's 9:40 at night and my head is
It's okay.
wind touched, who know you
Yes,
as
that's
the
right.
wind touched. There's still, even though you were a kid, there's still a little bit of reverence from anyone who really knows you.
That's right. That's very different being here than it is in the big city because no one knew.
No one was aware.
Oh,
And
wow.
here where you were raised,
That's just kind of a
small towns, everyone.
culture shock in your face. Wow, I did not remember this until it's back.
Mhm.
Well, I just go around the town and kind of see who's there and make the small talks and hi, I'm back, just visiting, all that. You know.
A lot of people happy to hear your stories, especially little kids
Oh yeah,
who
yeah,
never leave this town
yes.
and don't believe
I
you when you talk about the Altar Heart and how large it is and fighting monsters and
oh yeah.
yeah.
I would probably go into the Magic Mansion as a story
Oh,
and
it's
just kind of tell them that, and then use like my prestidigitation and minor illusions to make it really scary for them.
make a general charisma check as you're telling this story with advantage
Charisma.
because it's a group of
Okay.
young kids.
All right. Charisma's a +1. 14.
14. Yeah, they're enthralled. There's a couple who are like, "Nuh-uh, that didn't happen."
Minor illusion. Oh yes, it
What?
did. Yes. Give all the kids a good fright. Good spooky story before bed.
But it's nice to be home enough
Yes.
to make you feel like yourself again.
Yeah. Then around dinner time, I'll head back home.
Dinner is a basic meal, a small kitchen table. It's just you and Kasuf.
Oh, while we're eating, I want to show him a trick. So I hate to say this, Dad, but you've always had pretty mild seasonings. So I kind of came up with this, and I'll use prestidigitation, and I'll change the flavor of his food to something like bright and citrusy.
I don't know what you mean. I've always been very good with the what have you done to my meal.
I can change the flavor. I can even make it hot or cold.
Interesting.
Yeah. After I met that, or after I kind of met the mage, I've been trying to do this for a little while. Mostly make it feel a little more bearable, but also because you can make little showers and stuff and puffs of smoke and all that. It's really fun, and some of my new friends can do that. But after the mage got in contact with me in my head, I kind of just could do it.
Strange.
Yeah, very very strange. I can also do this, and I snap, and Braytac appears on the table next to him.
Oh
And
my!
this little ghostly, ethereal green. It's not much, but it's kind of frightening how quickly it came about. But I like it.
It puts its hand out towards Braytac, just very
Something gives him the little chirpy noms.
gives it the scritches.
He
Very
closes the eyes,
impressive.
pushing it go.
Very impressive.
Indeed.
You've been working hard.
I'd like to think so, but I guess it's not all me. It feels like.
Well, I've begun arranging for a ceremony of sorts. It might take a couple days to be completely ready, but in the meantime, and he's definitely still scratching. It's just like, what is this thing? Do you have time to spend around?
Of course. I didn't just come here for a chat. I came here to stay for a little while, at least a week.
I'm glad for it.
Me too. As much fun as I've had in the past, I don't even know how long. Since I left, I missed home. I missed you.
All right, you're welcome. It is wonderful to have you back, even if it is just for a short time.
Got responsibilities and all that, being wind touched. And I just give him that look, that teenager. Yeah, these are the responsibilities you put on me, Dad. Look.
Totally ignoring it. He's the typical. That's not complaining, I hear, is it?
No, not at all.
After a nice dinner, you're able to spend time around the temple. A couple of the pages are new, but there are some familiar faces who you've known growing up and just known in general, who some of them used to still have that reverence for you that you see around for those who don't really know you, and then they're the ones who are just like, oh, you're fucking back.
Yeah. Sup, Jared?
It's a lot of that.
Yeah. 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 I've been here for what, 13 years? So yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
That night, when you lay down to sleep, make just a wisdom check.
Check is
Check.
+4. Doubt it'll help. 9.
Those dreams keep coming back, and they become more frequent as of late. But they're hard to make anything out of, for you to truly be affected by. Flashes, a dark lab in an old cave in a basement, a young Strig playing in her home with faces you can't make out much anymore. A young Corvum running down the whole halls of a childhood home. Nothing that gives away any information, but it's confusing going between these two sets.
Okay. Okay.
It's off-putting. But not enough for you to make anything out from them.
Okay. Does it one question about them. Does it feel like I'm a spectator in one or both of the dreams, or am I there in one or both of the dreams? Like, am I the person?
You feel like a spectator and the individual in both.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
It's like when you have a dream of your childhood and you know it's a memory, but you can still feel it, but you're feeling it and knowing it both as a Strig and as a Corvum.
Okay. Okay.
And it's disorienting.
I understand. I think. Okay. I wake up, or when I wake up, I just kind of sit upright, just try and get my bearings. That was weird.
You slowly started to become used to these memories these dreams as they have occurred more and more lately on your trip. It's not the first time you've had something similar to this.
Okay. Okay.
But it's still off-putting.
Okay. Do I have? Oh boy. I kind of want to do something, but I don't know if I have any spells that would help. Actually, maybe I should do that at night.
Don't forget
No,
your empathy and Marantine.
Oh, yes. I'm going to Cool. 16 and a natural 20. I'll do save and a check.
Okay.
Save for the 16, check for the 20.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go. Is it like really early morning, or is it closer to dawn?
It's not super early. It's early enough that it's late enough that you can hear shuffling around, as Kasuf has been a monk here for decades, and has his routine. So
Okay.
he's definitely awake, but the sun is already rising. It's not
Oh, okay.
early.
I'd like to go find Kasuf and let him know about the dreams. Now that they're a little more fresh.
It's not hard. As you step out of the room, you expect he's the one who's shuffling around, but it's not.
God damn it, Jared!
What?
I thought you were Kasuf.
The fuck? I just love that there's a monk at the temple named Jared who's like already a perspectual. I can't say that word.
Perspective?
No. Continuous, because I can't say the word. Perpetual state like hungover, so he's always
I thought he was hot.
no, just like I just woke up. It's been a long fucking night. What? Why are you mad at me?
Not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna walk off and try and find Kasuf.
Damn. It goes back to his morning chores. Make an investigation check. Again.
I'll make it up to him later. 14 plus 16.
16. It does take you a while. You're used to Kasuf's morning routine, but it's hard to nail down his pace because sometimes he's very, I'm an old man, I'm going to take my time. And sometimes he's just like, you gave a toddler 3 cups of coffee. It's hard to keep up. And you do eventually find him tending to some of the braziers in the temple itself, as there's always a flame going within the temple, as a big part of Gesme's lore is that she brought down flames from
Fire and knowledge.
not Altus.
Yeah. Yeah, the sun god one.
Altus is the night one, and it's gonna bother me.
It
More
also
than it
starts with
should.
an A, I
Titan.
think.
No, sorry, you're right. It's Ardea.
Yeah, Ardea.
Stole fire from the sun from Ardea and gave it with its knowledge to the humble folk. Hence the reason she is always inflamed and seen carrying a gnarled oak branch, also inflamed. And that is why she is seen as, that is why they say Corvums are, all Corvums have a black feather representing the char that she took from the flames.
Right, yes.
All things that you know.
Mm-hmm. All things that Shauri knows.
All things that she knows.
Kasuf, or morning, maybe not good. I don't know. It's been a weird night.
Morning. Here
How
to
are
help
you?
with the morning chores.
I suppose, yeah.
Wonderful. And he just starts handing you pieces of incense, and he's already like, oh, she's back to work.
Yep. Except for this time, I don't have to find something to light them. I can light them myself.
That's new. All right.
And while doing the chores in his general area, I start talking about the dreams that I had.
As usual, he listens very intently, never says anything until you are completely done. I can see why you find those troubling. And you can, do you know are they memories or are they imaginations? Do you know?
They feel like memories, but they also don't necessarily feel like my memories. But they do at the same time. It's very strange.
Do you feel that way with all of them?
Not all of my dreams, no. But recently, it's becoming more common, more frequent.
Hopefully, we can find answers to offer you a little more peace sooner than later.
That would be nice. There's also a part of me that wants to dig deeper.
How so?
I want to learn what they are. I don't want to just get rid of them. I mean, obviously, I can do small things, and I'll cast minor illusion and just create the uh, short image of a Corvum, the woman that I fought in the manor. I got this just from going into contact with Lazarus. I think Lathras. Just coming into contact with Lathras. Can I learn more? Can I do more?
You are certain that what you've come in contact with is Lathras?
Pretty sure. Do you recognize the name Necronomicon Ex Corvus?
Well, a natural fucking 20.
Oh,
The name is familiar. It is hard to such a tome has been hidden for centuries.
indeed.
Fortunately,
Yeah, I have a feeling it's not a good book for anybody to have. There's
one of the few bits of knowledge that should remain lost.
the rule of it. I know, but I also have this pull to it. I want to know. I, I I mean, I seek out all knowledge, right? That's what we do. You know, some of it shouldn't be used or out in the open, but I feel almost like it's my responsibility to find it. I don't know if that is my instincts or if it's because of, how do I put that, my relationship with Lathras, my link? Am I touching? I don't know.
The pursuit of knowledge is a worthwhile endeavor. Knowledge is important. It is something to strive towards. It is also extremely dangerous.
While he was saying that, all I could think in my head was power. Knowledge is power. Yeah, it's it's definitely dangerous. This Lathras person, from what I understand, was not a good person. Period.
Very little is known from such a time. That knowledge has long been lost. You said you found a tower.
Yeah, up in the mountains. It looked actually like a windmill, but once we got inside and looked around a bit, we understood that what we were seeing on the outside is not what was on the inside. But yes, we found the mage's tower in the mountains, while we were looking for Sergeant Alden. An old ex-bandit. I say ex because he's not with like the group of bandits, but he's a bandit. He was the one who kidnapped Alden, and they were keeping him there. And it also appeared that they were living there, at least for a while. Don't know how long. We found their personal effects.
And you believe this tower belonged to?
Yes. One of my new friends, Galen, was a rather learned wizard. And when he was in the lower floors of the tower, he came upon where the book should be. A pedestal. Right? I think that's the word. And I trust him, and he believes that that's where it should have been. That's where it was kept while it was in use. And I tend to believe him with what I've been feeling, hearing. It only started once we entered that tower.
He listens intently while continuing to light the candles around the altar.
I think about
Moving.
halfway through that, I would have stopped. So I'm just kind of standing there talking to him rather than doing my chores.
Mhm. We will make sure to tonight after dinner. I will make sure that the ceremony is prepared. Offer some peace in that.
Thanks, Dad. No matter how horrible things seem, you always make me Feel comforted. Thank you.
He just kind of smiles.
Continue about my chores.
All right. We'll jump right on ahead then.
Okay.
A nice dinner is presented, both you and Kasuf, just the two of you, enjoying a meal. And after dinner, Kasuf stands up and looks to you. Follow me.
I get up
He
and
leads you
follow
to the-
without a word.
Huh?
Said I get up and follow without a word.
He leads you to the courtyard behind the temple. The 12 stone braziers in a circle, all lit, surrounding a fire pit in the center, a pillow on either side unoccupied. He motions for you to sit and sits on the far cushion, closing his eyes.
I do the same, except for the near cushion.
Make a religion check with advantage.
Which is +2. Nine.
With
I rolled a
advantage?
1 and I rolled a 1 and a 7. You know, I have that natural 20. I'm gonna use that instead. I'm sorry, was that a I wouldn't do that?
I am the DM. I make no such comments. I just accept whatever decisions you make.
I'll stick with the 9.
All right. You can smell. I'm sorry, I'm not subtle. I don't know how to be subtle.
I'm trying to get obsessed over here.
You can smell the herbs burning in that fire pit. You can hear the crackling of the fire. You can hear the slight muttering of Kasuf. But you're struggling to keep in that headspace as the anxiety is welling up in you and facing what you're trying to face. Make another religion check, but this time it's a straight roll.
Okay. No, I'm not going to use either of those dice. Stargate die. Religions, 14.
Okay. The air around you grows quiet, like all of the wildlife in the trees around you have disappeared. And the air changes. The only warmth that you can really feel is coming from in front of you, from that fire pit in the center. Do you open your eyes?
Yes.
The braziers, the fire pit, Kasuf, all the same. And yet, the sunrise has shifted completely to dusk. And you are with those braziers and Kasuf in a familiar field.
Around for that little black bird.
Make a perception check.
1 die, perception, +4. Oh, 11.
11.
Yeah.
You don't see a blackbird anywhere. It's just you and Kasuf, and you watch as he slowly opens his eyes as well and takes a deep breath. And looks into the fire.
stare into the fire.
Make another perception check.
I don't know which dice to choose. I feel like Laura. Oh, 16. Perception is dirty 20.
Okay. As you look into the fire, you see the flames flicker and shift and change. You can almost see the outline of that blackbird in the flames themselves.
I say in my head, hello, Gesme.
I am glad you have made it. You hear out loud, the both of you can hear it. You have been struggling for some time. Memories of another have mixed amongst your own.
Sounds accurate, yes.
To bring back your center, we must separate the two.
I don't know if I want to roll for this. I instinctually pull back just ever so slightly. I don't want to. I understand. I say out loud, but I pull back and just slightly. Where we start?
Why the hesitation?
I feel like it might lead me to knowledge that I would not otherwise be able to seek.
There are many different avenues to knowledge. And separating yourself from that which has invaded your mind does not mean that you will lose knowledge from it. Merely define where you begin and that ends.
Okay. Hey.
Think back to the cave, the spot underneath the home, the mansion. When you felt that burst in your mind, that is when you've become tangled with not a soul, but the memories of another. It is that which we intend to separate, not remove.
Will we be needing this for that? And I just pull out the book and put it in front of me. The journal, sorry, that I was holding when this happened.
The journal was merely readable because you had the knowledge of the one who wrote it. The journal is just a book.
Great.
You can see Kasuf on the other side of the fire, just watching this intently, his usual quiet, studious demeanor. Are you ready?
Yes.
Make me a wisdom save.
Saves +7. No.
What?
I rolled a 1. That was a save, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Well, since I'm talking to the Amaranthine, I should probably invoke them. And I'll take that 16. So 20. Oh my God, I can't do math right now. I'm so freaked out. 23, I think. Yeah, 23.
Okay. That was a close one. It's gonna be fun. I'm really loving these rolls. I am. You're not.
Yep.
I am. Because I'm never the one. I'm always the one on the poor rolling side. I never the one who gets to fuck with that.
No, when it comes to the head stuff, I'm on the poor rolling side because I think the possibility of possession and all that shit is just fucking fun. But also, I'm trying to think about what's right for Shauri.
It's a peaceful night at first. You lie in a bed in a home that is no longer yours. Rain patters on the window outside while you sleep. The sounds of your parents talking in the other room. Lightning cracks outside. It's bright enough to light up the room, but seems peaceful. And you, Shauri, are able to see your younger self lying in bed. Another crack of lightning, more intense this time.
I try and get up out of bed.
You are merely an observer in this. You are not in that body.
Once she realizes where she is and when she is, she's scrambling for any control, but just has to watch.
Another crack of lightning outside as your memories fit along with that of your child self who had fallen asleep, and now the storm has grown much more intense. The voices in the other room have changed, much more urgent, distressed. Fighting was something unknown. There's a glowing from underneath the door. Heat. You can hear them shouting for you.
I try
A
and
small
get up.
figure stirs in the bed. What was that?
Oh, when you said that, I try to get up, but you said a figure stirs in the bed with Shauri.
Just Shauri.
Oh, okay.
Shauri, the young baby Shauri has started
Okay.
to stir. It's very loud, and young Shauri seems to be waking up.
Okay.
A figure bursts in the door, calling her name. You can't see her face, but she scoops up your small form. You almost smell her perfume and see her amulet hanging from her neck as she throws the window open, revealing smoke pouring from the roof of that treehouse. She dangles your young form from the window, extending you as close to the ground as she can. Be safe. The last words you hear before watching lightning descending upon you both. And your eyes open and you are back in that field.
Tears are dripping. Very shaky, deep breath. She tries to compose herself. Reliving parents' death again.
Both Kasuf and the figure within the fires just wait. Silent.
Okay. Those are definitely my memories. She just
A defining
sobbing.
moment. A defining moment in a young child. Are you ready?
And she just lets out this just feral scream.
Knowledge is important, but knowledge can also come with it mixed emotions. The two are not separated.
They are one and the same. I'm ready.
Roll another wisdom save.
Roll another one.
Please roll another one. Oh
It's
no.
not a one.
Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything. What is it?
It's a
Oh
two.
God. For a total of
9. Wisdom 9.
You close your eyes and attempt to access these memories, and instead you see sharp, bright moments. You take 4 points of psychic damage
Taken.
as this angry, disoriented fit of emotion is hitting you, and it's sharp. And your eyes pop open.
Maybe I wasn't ready.
This task is not a simple one.
She regains her composure and settles herself once again. I'm ready again.
Make another wisdom save.
You know what? I'm not using that dice anymore. This one. 7 is 21.
Okay. I have a decently high DC for these memories, but you're doing pretty well most of the time.
Except for when I'm not.
Be happy it wasn't another one. Because it would have been a much sharper psychic damage. The darkness of your mind shifts as you watch an older, faceless Corvum scramble to pack bags of supplies to the sound of distant pounding on the door. So close. We were so close. You watch as she grabs an assortment of bizarre items. Make a perception check.
2. Perception 18.
You see a bracer of some strange material, a bizarre looking blade, an amulet, all the while muttering to herself, barely coherent. She turns quickly, bag in hand, and begins to head for the stairs, muttering about a book. Crack. The figure freezes on the stairs, curses under her breath. Shouts can be heard from the floors below. And she deviates back up the stairs and to a new room, with a circle carved in the floor. You recognize where you are. With a flash of light and a rush of magic, you are transported with her. Stone walls replaced with a dusty basement and mud. The shouting with deafening silence. She pauses, breathing heavy, before letting out a blood-curdling, frustrated scream. And your eyes fly open.
Quick question. Does that sound like like Lathras, or does it sound like the woman?
This all sounds, everything that you have heard sounds like that ghost you've met in the haunted mansion's basement.
Okay. That's what I was envisioning. I just wanted to make sure.
Make an intelligence check for me.
Turkey. Intelligence is a +2. There's my natural 20. +2.
With that, as a DM, I will give you this. That rambling, crazed woman was the one looking for the book. Was the one who built that tower.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Lathras was not a friend.
Okay. Because my head is all right now. Lathras and
you have heard an additional voice only once.
Okay.
But whenever you've heard these memories and that scream of mine in your head, that was all the same voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand now.
You've only ever heard the other voice once. And all it said was something interesting, a new plaything.
Okay.
But
I misunderstood that episode. Okay.
Nothing else from that thing since. Whatever that is.
I understand now, because I was playing with a little bit more of what that thing said, not just that. I understand now. Okay. Okay. Holy fuck. Oh, shit. Okay. So ghost voice. Now, okay, that was interesting. My mind is blank right now. That was a lot.
Both figures, the one in the flame and your adoptive father, are simply watching, waiting to see anything from you.
I probably would have said the oh fucks out loud, or the oh shits, or whatever the hell I said. I don't even remember. Ooh, I honestly don't remember anything after the teleportation. Okay, wait, and a scream?
You saw her.
Okay.
You saw that figure after the teleportation circle is in a familiar hidden space in a muddy basement.
Okay. I get it. Mage Tower to the basement. She was the one who was looking for the book, and she was the one who eventually...
It looked like she was gathering a whole bunch of stuff as they were pounding on the door. And when she went to go down to find where the book was, the door cracked open, and rather than try to deal with getting through that crowd, she just split. Like, I'm not going to be able to do that.
Okay. And this is the personification of the voice that was inside the child Corvum? Or is this that child Corvum grown up. The one that I fought.
The memories of that child Corvum were the memories of this individual. You've been able to gather that.
Okay.
So you watched in that one shot, you watched her go from a child who just had an imaginary friend to a desperate, terrifying, slightly mad woman.
Right.
Frustrated at an inability to complete a goal. You don't know what that goal is.
Okay. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. I don't know why my brain is having such a hard time with this. So
because it's very complex. Because my brain goes complex and I don't mean to.
No, it's okay. Shit, what was I just about to ask? Okay. The imaginary friend, that's who's been in my head, correct?
All you don't know. The memories and that voice that screamed enough is hers.
Okay.
You don't know anything more about this imaginary. You did hear another voice just once.
Okay.
But most of the voice that you heard had been her. And it's not so much a voice yelling or talking to you as much as constant returns of memories.
Okay. I think I understand now. Okay. Yeah, I think Shauri would have just muttered, "Oh, fuck," as all of this realization happens, and she just kind of sits there for a minute. Oh, boy. Okay. Maybe, yeah, yeah. Next step.
That's all you say is next step.
And give that face. Like, what?
Do one more thing for me. Roll another intelligence check.
Intelligence check. 17.
Okay. Never mind then. You hear the voice in the fire. What?
Either I missed something good or I just dodged something good or bad. And
I don't know.
Not sure which.
The voice in the fire says, "You have separated the memories. Now you must remove the invading ones. This will not be an easy task. Are you ready?"
Understand and yes, I am. Can I cast Bless on myself before we continue? No, I'm.
You can.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to cast Bless on myself. That's a. Oh, that only works for saving. What was the check? Oh, no, sorry. I will guidance myself. I'm going to check. D4 to a check, not a save.
Okay. You put guidance on yourself. And the bird in the fire simply says, "Are you ready?"
Yes.
Then close your eyes once more and stand.
Stand up. I close my eyes.
That crackling fire sound and the sound of Kusuf's breathing is gone and is replaced with a raspy muttering. Do you open your eyes?
No. I don't.
You do not?
I do not. I'm going to take this on, at least for the first little bit, with my eyes closed. Just because that's, to me, where she is.
Okay. Um,
Get
you hear?
out. Say with my eyes still closed.
You hear a very quiet. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. We were so close. We were so close. We were so close. And then you hear a crackling of energy.
I would like to jump to the left.
Too late. You decide not to open your eyes.
Nope, that's fine.
Yep. This is a thing.
I'll take the thing, whatever it is, but I'm still jumping to the left because I heard the crack.
Make a
Come on, baby.
wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, okay. Natural 20 plus 7.
Oh, good.
That is, I think, my fifth or sixth natural 20 on a wisdom save about this stuff.
Yeah. That crackling sound you hear sounds more like it's within the words itself as you hear the it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. We were so close, we were so close, we were so close. And that building energy starts to build up your anxiety and you shrug it off as her spell has failed. Roll initiative.
Awesome.
I
would like to repeat.
Decided not to open your eyes. So, oh no.
I would also, when I don't feel the effect of that after I jump to the left, I would like to repeat, get out. Initiative is 20 for initiative.
Was it a natural 20?
No, 20 total.
I'm
16
sorry.
plus 4.
Because hers was a natural 20.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
20 plus 1. I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. It's just initiative.
All right.
Oh boy. Okay.
You open your eyes now?
Yeah.
Okay, you open your eyes, and if you want to hop onto Astral, I have a map for you.
Okie dokie. Log in, please. Oh, there I am.
You open your eyes, and the 12 braziers on the outside are still there, but any of the other columns that were built around this area completely gone, as it's you in the field with this mad old Corvin woman who looks manic, surrounded by the different braziers.
Okay, cool.
The two of you. No Kasuf, no Gesme.
Okay.
And she, in her anger, lets out another screech towards you and casts. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? She reaches out and you see you watch it, you can feel a a surge of pain through your head. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
As she
13
casts
plus
Mind Spike.
20.
20. You succeed. You
Yes.
take half damage.
Okie dokie.
And she does not get to always know where you are.
How much was that damage to have?
Let me roll it real quick. It's D8. I thought it was D6. It's D8. You take 6 points of psychic damage
Done.
as you have this nasty ringing in your ears, and she reaches out towards you.
Right. Is that the end of her turn?
That is the end of her turn. There is not really anywhere to hide. This is like the wizard's duel, except neither of you are wizard. Well, you are not a wizard. You don't know what she is. You don't know what she is.
This is true. Okay. I would like to cast. Let's see, where is it? Stellar Bodies. I create 2 small stars that orbit me. They twinkle pleasantly, shedding dim light in a 10-foot radius centered on me.
Mm-hmm.
The stars protect me. If a creature within 5 feet of me hits me with a melee attack, they must make a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 points of radiant damage for each star orbiting me. And then once per round on my turn, I can use an action to cause one of them to streak towards an enemy, expending it as it explodes in a binding flash. Ranged spell attack, dealing 4d8 points of radiant damage. Target must then make a Constitution save or be blinded until the start of your next turn.
What is her initial save?
It's not an initial save. Save. It actually just casting it causes the 2 stars to come around me, start orbiting me. And then I believe on the subsequent rounds I can use them as an action, but otherwise they're defensive.
Okay.
So that is my action.
And that's if she hits you with a melee attack. Just
Correct. Yeah.
so you're aware.
Yes.
If she has the
And
same
then
spell.
I don't think I can do anything for a bonus action. Let's see. Well, no, that's only up to level 2. That is, I think, my turn. Since I jumped to the left, I'm just going to go there, but that's my turn.
Okay. Her muttering is increasing and she's getting more and more agitated. And she says, I was so close, we could have found her. And she casts towards you. How mean is she? She's pretty fucking mean. Make a dexterity save.
Done. 4 is 19.
So you take half damage. As she throws a fireball at you.
Oh, yay! Fireball! Yeah, I don't think I really have anything for that.
Oh God, I'm glad you rolled that. 11 points of fire damage.
Is that halved?
That is already halved.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
I could have been meaner
Yeah, I know.
by a lot.
I'm sure she has very large spell slots.
Make an intelligence check as you are hit by this.
That would bounce. That's cool. 18.
18. This is an echo. She's not as
Oh.
powerful as she probably once was. She's
With-
still dangerous. This is not her. This is a memory.
With that same check, would I know if banishment would work on her? And or this situation at all? Technically, it banishes them to another, like, plane of existence? Or their home
This
plane?
is also
But this is in my
technically a
head?
battle within your mind.
Right. Is this something I could use to maybe get her out?
Fuck. You can
Yeah.
certainly try.
Casters, man. Fucking casters. Okay.
A really short one shot if that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. Well, if it is my turn, if she's done,
Yeah,
after
it
she
is.
throws that darn fireball at me, I'm going to right, that is not my screen. I'm going to go right up to her. And oh wait, no, not right up to her. I don't want disadvantage. 10 feet away. Because I have to make a ranged spell attack for stellar bodies. I think. Yes, ranged spell attack. 2 plus 7. 22 to hit. And it has a range of 120 feet. 4d8.
You said a 22 to hit?
Yes.
That hits.
Oh, I was expecting a shield. It's not too bad, I guess. 18 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Once per round. A single star. Now she has to make a Constitution save or be blinded. And the save is 15.
That's a 20.
Okay, so she's not blinded. And that is going to be the end of my turn.
Okay. Maybe you can. She will, as you hit her, her head whips back and then she snaps right back towards you. How are you looking?
I'm 3/4 health.
You're within 10 feet of her?
I am 10 feet away, yes. I should not have moved up. That was stupid.
She reaches out with her fingers again, and a burst of cold comes towards you as she casts Frost Fingers
Oh my.
at 4th level.
Oh my.
Make a con save.
Constitution save is +3. Hey, it's another natural 20 +3.
Awesome. So you take half.
Okay.
Of a lot. Uh, 9 points of cold damage. So
Okay.
all those areas that were just burning from the fireball are immediately frozen over, and you can feel that transition. It hurts as a cone of freezing air is just thrown towards you.
Ow. Okay. Okay. You want to do that? I take a few steps forward and I reach out my hand and I put it around her throat. Inflict wounds. 3rd level.
All right.
Let's see. That is
That is an attack roll.
Yes, attack roll +7. Another natural 20.
A natural 20?
Yep.
Roll damage.
Okay. 3rd level. What the hell am I rolling? When you cast a spell, your 2nd slot or higher, increases by 1d10. So it's already 5. So 7d10. Okay, kind of clear my board thing there. 2, 3, 4. I should roll that. 5, 6, and then I'll have to roll one more. Be good. Hey, not fucking bad. 2 10s. So that's 20, 29, 6, 37, 37. So another 7's 40, 44, plus 3. 47 points of necrotic damage, I believe.
47
Yes.
points of necrotic.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure it's necrotic. What the hell is it? Yes, necrotic.
You release this power towards her, and it doesn't feel quite as effective as it should be. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I realized that after I'd already done it.
Very hurt. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right up there.
As she hisses in your face and is gone from your view. And she casts blink and is now back here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
all right.
30. I'm pretty sure it's 30.
Let's see.
Blink, actually, hold on. Let me make sure, because blink is weird. Technically, she still has to roll first.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, yeah, she has to roll first. To see if she does blink or not. She does. She blinks. Okay. And she's actually not even moving. She's gone to the, she's been, roll a d20 at the end of each of your turn. On a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from the current plane of existence and appear in the ethereal plane. So you don't see her at all.
Oh, fuck.
Actually, okay. No, that's a fair point. Because you're in your mind.
Yeah.
Can she get the ethereal plane? No, this spell is useless to her. So no, that she does not do that.
Okay.
She does not do that at all.
You don't just want to turn her semi-transparent?
No, for the sake of that being said, she's got a lot of save spells. Yeah. She is going to reach her hand out instead towards you again.
Mm-hmm.
And make a con save.
Constitution. What the hell is that? Let's see. That hell's on the other side of a 19.
Hmm?
18, 2. Okay, yes, I rolled a 19 plus con save. 3 is 21.
21. All right. So you take half as much thunder damage as she casts Shatter,
Okay.
and a loud ringing noise hits your ears. You take 7 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
Is beefy, but
Yeah, she can.
that was low level.
Okay, so if you rolled that, then I'm going to. All right, her turn over.
Yes, that is what she does. She doesn't have any
Okay.
bonus actions really that are useful, and she's not
It-
moving from her spot.
Yeah, I know the feeling. But speaking of bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Okay.
At level 4.
Okay.
So that is an extra 1d8 to my attack damage if I hit her. I'm gonna bring that up just right next to her. Here we go. And it's gonna be my big guardian shield that I've been using with the blades on the end or all around the brim. And then they're gonna attack her. 16 plus 7 is 23, I think, to hit.
23 hits. Her AC is pretty high, so you're doing really well. Despite the fact that should be squishy.
Yeah. Oh my god, why can't I do math right now? 11 points of damage. Oh wait, I get to choose what kind of damage it does, doesn't it?
It should be radiant.
Or no, that's
Bludgeoning?
spiritual guardians, I think.
Bludgeoning. I think spiritual weapon is
Yeah. Force damage, actually.
Oh, force. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. Okay. I was thinking of spiritual guardians, which you I think depends on actually your alignment. Okay, so that's my bonus action.
Yeah, you don't pick that. It's your whatever your alignment is.
Yeah. So that was my bonus action. I'm going to then use my action to send the other stellar body at her.
Before you do that,
Oh no.
how would you like to take her out?
Oh,
She had exactly 11 hit points left.
Oh, that's awesome. I would like my shield to just kind of go from vertical, kind of pop up on one of its blades and just go horizontal and just go just right through her head.
All right. You watch as it tears through that memory, that ghost, that Corvum, and she just dissipates completely. And
bitch.
Shauri
Yes.
are now standing in that field, surrounded by the braziers, just here, in that moment of silence. And take a deep breath. And as you blink, you're back in front of Kasuf and Gesme, who Kasuf is very, I'm fine with everything that's been happening. Kind of. He knows he cannot interfere. He is just there for the sake of the ceremony. But he cannot interfere, and it kind of kills him a little bit, but he's not going to say it.
I understand.
And the fire pit in the center, you watch as it shifts back into the branch with that little blackbird sitting on it, with the slightest flame licking at the face. You can almost see a smile on this tiny little bird, but that can't be possible.
Nah, birds can't smile.
And they just stare at you.
Can I pick up the branch?
So it's not so much a branch as in like a very tiny tree.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I know I said it like forever and a half ago, but it's like it looks like it could be a branch, but it's literally just a tiny little tree. Is planted in the ground.
Okay. For some reason I envisioned a branch laying across the brazier with like the blackbird on one end.
No, the
I was gonna
brazier,
reach.
the center fire pit is completely gone. This is just and it is that
okay.
tiny tree that you've always seen Guessmate on.
Okay, it's been replaced. Got it.
Been replaced.
Okay.
Or Guessmate's avatar, I guess. It's not actually.
Yeah.
It's very tiny.
Is she gone? I ask them. Or I say questioningly.
There is a pause. The memories are no longer haunting you in the way they were. That knowledge will remain.
Feel better.
Removing the removing of the obstacle from your mind should be helpful. The existence of it was still troubling.
Really? I feel like I'm getting death glared from a god.
Make an insight check.
Oh
no. Insight check your god.
I have a natural 20 check. I'm taking that.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna. Well, actually, I'm gonna roll and see if I can get a natural. Nope. I rolled a 5. Natural 20 plus 8. 7.
This tiny little bird that you know is a visual representation of the god that you've worshipped, as long as you can remember. The eyes stare through you, not in a menacing way, but in a hyper observant way. It studies every moment, every muscle twitch, every feather fluff.
There's a lot of them.
It's a stare that can see right through you.
And I know it can.
And much like Kasuf, you've known that this god is not one to believe in wasted words. Doesn't speak. It doesn't feel it is necessary. But it's definitely studying you.
I was going to say I open myself up to them, but I guess I'm always open to them, just as habit. Okay.
Would you like to describe what's going on through Shauri's mind?
No, because I'm trying to figure that out. She's probably very I want to say confused a little bit. Did she, well, not necessarily confused, I guess, more worried. Did those memories influence her to do things that she didn't actually want to do now that she's free of them? She's got that kind of back of her mind panic. And then of course continues on. Well, what if I had left it there? Could have hurt my friends. I could have hurt my friends. Could have hurt my family. You're just kind of going over that kind of thing in her head. Lots of different possibilities, and I think she settles again once she actually like returns herself to her vision and does that insight check. Or not, yeah, realizes that her god is just watching her develop. And she's both enthralled and terrified. She doesn't want to let them down, and she wants to better herself. Thank you, Guess May.
You have been through an ordeal. What you have discovered. And yet this will not be the first. You have a long road ahead of you.
Or I suspected the last.
Keep those memories in your mind, but do not let them overwhelm you again.
Compartmentalize.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Compartmentalize. I can do that. I can do that. Yeah. She realizes what she just, like, the reality of everything just sets in all at once. And she's like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I got this. Thank you.
Travel. Learn.
I don't think you could stop
Gain the
me.
knowledge.
I don't think you could stop me. Well, maybe you could. I give him a wink.
I will watch. I'm here when you need. And so are the others around you.
Her mind flashes to her friends, her new friends.
And as you blink, the world settles back into that courtyard in the back of the temple. Kasuf sitting on his pillow, his cushion, you sitting on yours. And he sighs heavy.
Without saying a word, I get up, I move my cushion over to his, and I plop down next to him, and I just kind of lean up against him, put my arm around him, and just kind of sit there and watch the fire with him for a while.
Well, it certainly seems like you've been through quite a bit on your journey to need such an intervention.
Can I say I'm wind touched? And I just give him a little bit of a jab.
That you are. I could see the memories as you did. Vaguely.
Oh, really?
Nothing
That's
more.
interesting.
I must say, I was not expecting such a memory from your mind, from either mind, to be honest, but.
Really? Oh, interesting. And maybe it's just because it's me, but I always figured that memory would be if something like this happened.
That was
this would
not
be
the
the one.
part I was referring to.
Oh,
Make a history check, Shauri.
oh, +8.
As
I'm
the
good at
memory
this.
is being brought back into your mind. in this
27.
27. You think
I'm sorry,
back-
25.
still high. You think back on that memory you experienced, the one of your childhood,
Mhm.
as Kasuf is referring to it. And those voices outside of the room. Urgent. Distressed. Arguing with something unknown. But it was just a storm, wasn't it?
I'd always had inklings. I don't know. It came and went so suddenly. Everyone said it was always a storm. Lightning from the sky, right?
That is what we've always believed. It was a terrible night. But that dream didn't seem as such.
Did I hear? Did I hear anything more than a mutter? Could I make out voices, or like not so much to recognize the words, but to recognize the voices? Could I tell it was like mom, aunt, uncle,
Make a
dad, or whatever?
perception check.
And also if I recognize this third voice, I'm assuming, from any time in my recent past. Nope.
A natural one.
God
It's hard to
damn it.
make out. You definitely heard the voices of your parents. You couldn't make out what they were saying, and you didn't hear any other voice.
Oh, okay.
But the urgency in the voices didn't sound like they were directed at each other.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe I misheard. Or, I just rolled a natural one, so. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
It wasn't a storm. What could it have been? Now I gotta find out. I think I'm gonna take a day and take a walk over to those trees.
Would you like company as you do that?
No. Yeah, I take his hand. Kind of lead him.
He ends up pulling your shoulder in for a hug and just sits
Big
with
ol'
you.
hug. So I'll take him to the trees.
You're able to rest for the night because it is now late evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
right.
happened way
After dinner.
This is after dinner.
Right. Sorry, for some reason I thought that happened midday.
At this point, it is late at night.
Okay. So tomorrow.
When you have the Amarantine again.
Oh, yes. I would like to take a walk to my old home. That feels wrong. To the trees.
You head towards the part of town that you've always avoided. as on the outskirts of this is still the charred, burnt remains of what was once your home.
Does sorry, go
Sorry.
ahead.
Some of it in the years, some of it has grown back. But due to the occurrence, no one has disturbed it as much. Bodies were removed and buried properly, but the home itself, what's left of it, is still there, as this was when you became the wind touched, and it's kind of held in a reverent state of stasis.
Okay. Yeah, I was just going to ask if there was growth here, new growth since then, or if it was all like still
There is still
the same
there,
kind of burnt.
there is a weird sense, and you would know this, growing up in the woods and being a cleric of knowledge, there is a strange sense of growth that comes from destruction.
Mhm.
Fresh life always returns, and even in this place that continues to happen.
Okay. I'd like to go to the tree that I lived in, because I know it was like a bunch of trees that my family lived in. And I'd like to just look at it with new, fresh eyes.
Make an investigation check with advantage because you have Kasuf there to assist you.
Okay. And before I do that, in case I need them, I rolled a 9 and a 17. Both are checks.
Okay.
What's the advantage? You said investigation?
Mhm.
Plus 2, 17.
Okay, that's with the advantage.
Yes.
Okay. There is first there's a sense of distress and nostalgia as you're pouring back over the childhood home you haven't been in since you were 5 years old. And even at that age, while memories are scarce to say the least, there's some things that can't ever leave your mind. You walk through the charred skeleton remains of this home. The room that your mother held you out of in order to drop you to safety. The living room where you heard the voices of your parents, where you can see the fire began.
That's new information.
You would have thought it would have started higher in the tree from the storm.
Yeah. And there was a direct lightning strike. I didn't
And
think
you
there was.
remember a direct lightning strike of that
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah.
You remember one that hit the tree. And now from your memory, you remember one that hit through your mother to you, ending you as a wind touched.
That right. That was in the new memory.
That was in the memory.
Yeah. Right.
But there's a different starting point in the center of the home that looks charred.
Would I remember, or can I make an investigation? Is this anywhere near where our source of heat would have been, like our fireplace? Or is this like where a table would be or sofa or
It
something?
honestly looks like it's towards, as a lot has grown over, it's hard to tell, but there's a char in what probably would have been the center of the room,
Okay.
which is not where you would find a fire pit or anything like that.
Yeah, no. Okay. Takes in this information and she'll let Kasuf know what she finds and that she remembers that the lightning hit the tree. This shouldn't be here.
I remember a little of that day, just hearing the panics through Branchbourne and rushing to see if there was anything I could do to help, and just a raging fire that nearly took out more than just this one home. We all assumed it was when the lightning hit the tree.
Yeah, I did too. And until yesterday.
I was not amongst those who inspected the home after. I couldn't tell you who did.
That's okay. I'm a little more worried now. I mean, you heard the panic almost in their voices.
I did.
I didn't remember that. And with this new source of fire, it's hard to think about. But did someone do this to me? She gets a little bit of a crack in her voice.
He takes your cheeks in his hands. Doesn't say anything, and then eventually pulls you into a hug.
Big hug. I'm gonna find them. What you said, he has a very high passive perception, yes?
It's pretty perceptive as far as you can tell.
He would probably notice right after she said that her body language changed. She got stiff. She got angry. And her mind is filled with revenge. She doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
But in that moment, she's rage-filled. All she can think about is revenge at this point. Who? Why? Where the hell are they now? Oh no! Well, Kasuf can't stop me from going on a murdering spree now.
Yep. Great timing, Kasuf. That was awesome. On my
Yeah.
Goldstone dice too, which never does that.
Oh no!
You bastard.
Yeah.
You bastard.
I'm gonna keep that stiffness and kind of soften my voice a bit, swallow hard, and Let's go home.
Let's go home.
I'll walk with his hand in mine back home. Won't say anything on the way back. Just quiet and focused forward.
There's that moment as you're walking, that oppressive feeling of knowing what's behind you and not knowing what's before you. But all you can do is move forward.
Yep.
Maybe someone did this to you, maybe not. It's starting to seem that way.
Mhm. If they weren't doing it to me, they were doing it to my family. One way or the other, I need to know.
And that night, as you sleep, make a wisdom save for me.
Ooh, okay. 16. 23.
The dark dream fades into that familiar childhood bedroom. But this one is a pleasant memory. Just you curled up in your bed as your mom tries to convince you to go to sleep. Not an easy task when your child is 5.
No.
Speaking sweetly, trying to get you to close your eyes, and you're fidgeting with that amulet she always wears around her neck as you try to keep yourself awake. Make another intelligence check for me, please.
I'm also going to try and focus very hard on her voice, so I can remember it. Intelligence, 19 plus, just straight intelligence check.
Yep.
21.
Okay. She speaks very softly with that little bit of tired mom energy, and you still can't quite see her face. But you're starting to see that amulet a little clearer.
It's mine.
It's familiar. It's not the one you wear.
It's familiar.
A metal corvum skull or crow skull with the strangest looking chitinous legs almost overtwined. A family heirloom, she would say.
Do I recognize this from the mansion?
Not from the mansion,
Okay.
but from somebody else's memories that you've recently seen. Packing a bag in a tower.
Okay.
An amulet thrown into a sack before escaping. A very old artifact.
Oh,
And would you like to describe anything else that you do during the 11 months as we are coming to the close of this session?
yes, but also that
What?
I would like if Shauri can wake up, or when she wakes up, she has that image, the image of that amulet in her head, and I think she has the right spell. I would like to go back to the trees and cast locate object. Do
You
I have
cast
that
locate
spell?
object at your home.
I don't have that spell. Never mind. I do not do that.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was one of the ones that I could. Oh no, I can't. I just have to prepare it. So I prepare it and then I do it.
Okay. You prepare it that next day and rush off to your family home and cast that spell.
Mhm.
Nothing. It's gone.
That's what I thought. Okay. Okay. I have somewhere to start. Okay. And that's that scene. Holy crap. Wow, that's a lot. I love it. Okay. 11 months. Jesus.
11 months.
Okay.
You spend
Well,
a good period. You spend some period of time at.
yeah. I'm gonna take a nice long vacation at Kasu's.
Okay. You spend a lot of time at
So
your temple.
yeah, probably like 3 months or so.
Okay.
Just kind of getting grounded and figuring out how I'm going to proceed further with all this new information. And yeah, I would like to try and earn some coin and try and get some better armor.
Okay.
I'd like to take a visit to the wizard school that Gwen's son's going to. They have a library, right?
The avium.
Yeah, the
The
aviary. I knew it
avium has
started
a
with
very, very large library. It's the
Um,
greatest collection of knowledge is there.
Okay, that's why I wanted to go.
They don't, they are not an open to the public kind of place. So you'd have to contact some allies who might be able to
Yeah.
get you in the door.
Yeah, I was thinking about talking with Avery, and then of course, if that doesn't work, ask Gwen to talk to her son, see if maybe he can get me a day pass.
If you go to Speaker Avery, she
Mhm.
very easily can get you access.
Cool. Yeah.
As that's kind
so,
of her shtick.
Yeah. So yeah, after a few months in Bramblewood, I would go ahead and return back to the Alderheart, speak to Speaker Avery, visit the library, and just read up generally.
Okay.
I mean, all I've had is the books in Bramblewood, which probably not a huge library.
Brambleborn.
Brambleborn, sorry, not Bramblewood.
So there's some cool things about the avium. I say pulling out my book again because I just had to do this. One, whenever you visit, you're given an amulet that you wear that just kind of says, "Hey, I'm a guest," basically.
Okay.
Two, there is the regular library, and then there's a restricted library. You are not given access to the restricted because that is
Strict.
this Harry Potter restriction section. Like there, you
Yeah.
need very specific special permission to do that.
You need a specific reason. Okay, cool.
During this time period, you also were able to gain another level.
Ooh, neat. I think I'm gonna take that in Wizard.
And that goes with this. I figured you would say that.
Yeah.
Which is why I worded it now instead of later.
Thank
Wizards who study here can add any spell on the wizard list to their spell book, but they require the necessary amount of coin and time to do this.
Mhm.
Spells are only granted to wizard deemed worthy of their power, meaning only spells up to a level the wizard could cast could be made available. So up to your
Okay.
wizard level.
Right. So just first
Your
level spells
First
until later.
level spells, and you have to put down the coinage because wizard spells cost.
I thought that was to copy them over into your spellbook.
You still
Or
what you're doing by doing this,
Mhm.
if you're going through this library, is you're copying spells into a
Okay.
spell
Okay.
book.
So yes, I would need to find some way to make coin because I only have like 300 gold.
What would you do to make coin?
I would basically do what Kasuf does and help, just be a general helper. Let's see, specifically. Oh, geez. Well, I got this new like quick cleaning spell. I can be a cleaner, janitor for. Well, I make shit money. Fuck. I don't know. Magic on the corner. I don't know. Go ask Avery if she has anything that she needs done. Or any of the council, they pay well. Um, shit. Anything the school needs. I'm
The
just a
school-
helper.
One of the things when you enter the school, you will notice is that there are bird folk skeletons around that are walking and doing basic tasks. You ask around, you learn these are called servitors.
Okay.
Skeleton servitors, they are a common sight in the avium. It is a way for menial tasks to be done.
That makes a lot of sense.
There are still some who help out just around.
Yeah.
You actually recognize, you will see Gwen's son, Derek, and one of those two Mompox that you met at the forge, the mute girl, Corey.
Yeah.
You don't see her brother anywhere while you visit, but you see those two.
Okay.
And you can see that she helps out in a capacity that the servitors do not do.
Okay.
There is a perch guard here that she kind of assists with, but more she just finds menial jobs that she can do because she's not magically inclined, but they've offered her a place to stay.
I understand. So speaking of like the forge, I could definitely help around there. Good at building stuff.
Just make a charisma check.
Okay, +1.
See if you'll be hired at one. And you can. There is in Branchbourne a forge that you're able to work at while you're there.
Oh, okay, that's very helpful. That's 3 months worth of coins. 19.
19. All right, yeah, and then make a. Not necessarily a slight athletics check.
Athletics, okay.
Because it's strength based to use a forge.
Okay. Plus, what is my plus? 13.
13. Okay, I'll say you're able to over the 3 months.
Oh, well, I mean, I can become proficient in things twice a day for like 20 minutes.
Oh, was that not with your? Oh yeah, add your proficiency bonus. Just add your proficiency bonus to it.
What is my proficiency? 3. I said 14. No,
so 17.
I said 13. Yeah, 17.
Okay. So you're able to make over that 11 months period between the multiple different forges that you're able to help out at and such, there is less time when you are studying, but you are able to make, I'll say, about 400 gold.
Cool.
I mean, it's almost a year. That's
a lot for normal work.
And as you are searching for knowledge, you probably also would be just sent at some point, or I don't know if you would have time to get there because of how much study you do at the avium, but you are pointed out to the tenders. Also have their own collection of knowledge that is of a different variety, as they are those who keep the Scorch Grove at bay.
Okay. I will keep that in mind for
and you know that while they have small like satellite locations throughout the Everden, the Humblewood, their main base of main base of operation is at a town called Masenge.
Masenge.
Yeah.
I think I got that right. I was writing my note and then I blanked it. Where did you say that library was? The second one? I don't know what you
Avium?
said. No, the other place.
Masenge? The tenders are the ones
Tender.
who maintain.
Thank you. Yes.
The
tenders.
tenders are a organization. Masenge itself is their base of operations. There is no town.
Okay.
It is only Masenge.
Okay. Okay. Okay, cool.
And
So
if you reach out for knowledge from them, you would be speaking with I got to go into somebody else's story who dealt with them. That's not the right one. This is. Nope, that's also not the right one. This one is Wood Sage. Wood Sages are the curators of knowledge within the tenders.
Cool. Okay. And this place, the Masenge is like far away from the Alderheart, or is it nearby?
Oh, it's to the north end of the Scorched Grove. So
Okay.
it is very north and west of the Alderheart.
Okay. So I can make it a goal to go there later.
Let's see. If I can get it to pull up. And I can probably show it to those at home. Humblewood, join the game. Start. Snaps. New area. Okay. So for both you and the ones at home, I'm going to share my screen here. Here's the map of Humblewood. The Alderheart is this big tree.
Okay.
Branchbourne is all the way down here.
Right.
Masenge is up here.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said you're not gonna have time to get there.
Yeah, no.
It's at least a month's travel to get there.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah, it's twice as far as my home.
Yeah.
And I already went there and back.
Your home takes about 8 days of travel. Masenge, unless you manage to track down a particular, or unless you pass the path of a particular spa that you know tends to travel around, that might make it a little faster, but otherwise.
Okay. If we come across that again in our travels, yeah, that could be neat. Okay, I will keep that in mind as somewhere to go later.
And the Avium is north of Branchbourne. It's directly east of Alderheart.
Oh, okay, cool. Perfect. Okay. And you said wizards that study at the Avium can gain
and they are very, very picky about who they let into their ranks. Right. But you're able to study there. I will offer you the same description I gave for the other person who went to the Avium at a different time.
I was just trying to write it down so I didn't forget, but I forgot anyway.
You're used to the sight of the Alderheart. However, the view of the Avium is something completely different.
Oh.
Enormous floating circular stone platforms containing sections of university slowly rotate around a stone tree.
That's cool.
Instead of branches and leaves, you see what look like stone platforms clinging to the cylinder, waiting for the rotating circles to come back around to them. There's a small small staircase built into the stone that leads to a door. That is the exterior of the avium.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Nice.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
that is awesome. Okay. And the wizards that study there, you said something about spells.
If you study there as a wizard, you are able
Mhm.
to spend the money to inscribe spells into your book up to your wizard spell level.
Okay. Can copy.
And are you proficient in an herbalism kit?
Herbalism is no, the only tools I'm proficient in is my pan flute.
Okay, never mind then. There's something for those who are proficient with herbalism kits.
Nice. I like that. That's not something that's usually taken.
You will notice, though, I'll say that there are those who are using the campus laboratory. They have it stocked plenty so that if you were proficient with an herbalism kit, you would be able to, for the cost of the magic herbs, spend a day brewing a potion instead of the normal amount of time.
Oh,
It would
that's
only
really
take a day.
cool. Yeah, those usually take like 20 days or something. Something insane.
Yeah.
That is really cool. Up to I need to reword this, but I think this will do. For cost. Does each spell have like its own cost, or is it a like
Every spell
costs
has its
per
own
spell
cost
slot?
depending
Okay.
on the level and the
Okay.
rarity.
Oh,
I
okay. So
believe
I'll have to
level
look that
ones
up.
are 50 gold, but it should be
Oh.
listed under the spell itself.
Oh, okay. I will look up that later.
And I will send you
Okay, cool. Yay.
this.
So,
Is a picture of the avium.
photo. Load. Yay. Oh, what? That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
It looks like a tree made of stone.
Fuck yeah.
With
That's
orbiting
neat.
platforms, and you notice that all of the platforms that spin, if you have the ability, if you are a winged folk,
Mhm.
if you're one of the bird folk, you can glide to the platform. Any of the humble folk who attend have to wait until it finishes a rotation, which could take anywhere between like
And how long a
5
day?
and 20 minutes.
Oh, that's
Depending
a
on
lot
which the
faster.
levels all rotate at different speeds.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's not just the bubbles, and they do have like a dome over them, and you notice that it's to keep errant spells
Makes
from
sense.
learning students from escaping.
Yeah,
But there's also other platforms that spin around, different offices that do not have bubbles, that are just like individual like buildings on smaller floating platforms.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, I really like the avium.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a spectacle to behold, let alone study at. I feel very privileged. Very privileged. Almost touched.
In the wind.
Yeah. Oh, that was awesome. That was time well spent, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I'll let you know what what spells I happen to copy.
All right, let me know. And don't forget the cost per spell.
Yes, I have 700 gold right now, and 470 silver. So that's 47 more gold.
Okay.
So, all right, I will keep that
This
in
is why
mind.
wizards are always poor.
Yes,
When you
yes,
come
they
play as
are.
a wizard, I say directing those who are watching this on YouTube. There's a reason wizards are always poor.
Constant magic supplies. Constant.
So expensive, so expensive. And I
That
don't
element
make
is
you
very
guys
expensive.
track your components much. I just every now and then Gwen's like, yeah, I replaced my component pouch. Sure, drop 25 gold. Like that's
Yeah.
where we're at.
Yeah, I track anything that costs money. Like
Yes.
has a thing next to it, and I keep a component pouch.
Yeah, the diamonds, anything that's specifically
Yes.
very expensive, I worry about.
Yes.
The rest not so much. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for anyone who decided to watch. Thank you for joining. I hope you
Thanks.
had a good time. I know this one
I
was
had
a little
great
bit
time.
bizarre. It's
Yeah.
like, how do I make your story still have combat?
Oh, really?
We'll make it work.
Oh, okay. It felt very natural too. The combat.
I thought that felt like a
didn't
good way to do it.
Yeah, it did not feel forced in one bit. Like completely natural. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Thank you. I mostly like I'm focused on those dream sequences.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a big part of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I revolved Shauri around towards the end of the normal sessions, as it was
Yeah.
fun. I didn't know whether I was going to be possessed, and my dice kept crit blocking me with natural 20s.
But anyway, thank you for anyone who decided to watch. We hope you had a good time. We'll see you in our next series of one shots or when we start up again on Twitch. So we hope you had a great time and enjoy the rest of your night.
Bye everybody.